Hello, and welcome to your Daily Strength Coach podcast, episode 9, Getting Better Chins. Hey, how's it going? You will be listening to this on Friday the 3rd of July 2015. This is another time travel episode, as I'm currently recording this on Thursday night, as I am preoccupied on Friday, so I want to get this done and in the can. I really want to just keep up this daily content. I'm going to make it happen. Today, the question is again from episode 7, from Anfanero Kirksis. Apologies if I butchered the pronunciation of your name. I find English difficult in general, so hope you forgive me. Really like your programming, Marc. Thank you very much. More people should hear this, and please do spread the word. Question: would you use your 4x6 progression on weighted chin up, or would you do it any other way? Trying to get stronger on weighted chin up is the goal. Currently doing 3 sets of 5, 3 times per week, and adding 2.5 kg every week on every workout set. 4 weeks. 5 week, if I can't add, I deload. Going okay. PB is now 30 times 5, so you may know my strength level as well, if it can be called strength. Smiley face. 30 kilo for 5 on a chin is not bad at all, so don't be hard on yourself. The progression you're following at the minute is fairly solid, to be honest. When I was reading it out, I was kind of going to. I originally might have thought you were adding 2.5 kilos a workout, and that would have been terrible. That would have been a terrible thing to do. So what we're hitting here with chin-ups is applying the same programming strategies you would apply to something like a squat or a deadlift or a bench press or any kind of purely externally loaded lift. Is when you program for an externally loaded lift, you have the freedom to go from 0 to 100%. Problem being, with a chin up, you're saddled with your body weight. So for example, if you weighed 130 kg, if you weighed 100 kg and you were adding 30 kilos to your lifts, that would mean that, bad math, that 76.9% of that weight is unnegotiable. You can only work with 23% practically of that weight in your programming variation. Therefore, it makes the variation in the programming quite difficult. So, I've always thought that the best way to kind of progress is just to hammer the shit out of the bodyweight stuff first, to kind of make your bodyweight a bit of a non sequitur. So let's say, for example, if you were to perform 50 reps of chin up 3 times a week, so rather than 15 reps of weight you're doing right now, if you were to hammer away with 50 or 25, or say a number, probably 25 to 50, somewhere in that kind of ballpark, 3 times a week, perform that for maybe 2 weeks, and then start adding weight and drop the loads. It does. You end up doing a lot of things that I wouldn't necessarily do anyway with barbells with chin ups, just because that kind of problem does muddy the waters quite a lot. That kind of loading conundrum that your body weight adds to the whole scenario. Here's an example of a cycle you might run. Let's say week 1, you do 3 sessions, 50 reps in each session, and you try to do those 50 reps in as least sets as possible. Repeat that on week 2, and you're going to probably think that the progression from that is going to come from the increased reps per set. So you can only get so much traction with that kind of training, 3-4 weeks tops. Probably about 3 weeks you're going to top out on it. But we're going to stop you stalling from that. So we're going to go from week 1 to week 2. You're going to get to the point where you may be doing 15, 16 reps in the first set, and it's all good. Okay, sweet. Right, now we're going to go and add 10 kilos to that. So let's say we're up to like an 80% threshold. Now from here, we're going to go from 50 reps in a session, and we're maybe going to go to 36, say. So 4 sets of 8 rather than 4 sets of 6. And we're going to do that as you would a normal workout, 4 sets of 8 with 10 kilos along your body. That should be manageable after 2 weeks of that sort of training. Then week 4, we're going to do a similar kind of progression. We're going to go up to 20 kilos, and we're going to push the weight down. We're going to go to 6s, 4 sets of 6 with 20 kilos on. 3 sessions in that week. And then we might go to 30, 35 kilos and do 4 sets of 6 or 3 sets. Probably 3 sets of 6 by the time you get to that. Using that kind of progression, you start with like a fairly high volume dose and quite a bit of failure training in the first 2 weeks, and then set a moderate but achievable goal with weight. So say 4 sets of 8 with 10 kilos strapped to you is not incredibly difficult, but you can do it. So you complete that set, and then you move up to 4 sets of 6, which is the goal, is the threshold. It's the threshold lift 6 reps that we're going to work with. We could do 4s, we could do 3s. It's kind of irrelevant, to be honest. But on this kind of 4 or 5 week cycle, 6 is as heavy as we're going to go. So we do a prep week, which again should be a moderate week. So the 4 sets of 8 shouldn't be difficult. The 4 sets of 6 shouldn't be difficult. You can maybe go a little bit heavier, 4 sets of 6 to 20 to 25 kilos, but it's a prep week. And then the next week you can do your PB week. So that can be done as like day 1 of the final week. Could be done as 5 sets of 3 or 4 sets of 3 with the 30 kilos. Day 2 can be off, and then day 3 you should be fresh and accustomed to the load, and then you should be able to bang out 4 sets of 6 at that weight, and then you simply repeat the process. As you repeat the process, you can either stay with that body weight factor, keep it at 50 reps, and just till you're doing like 30-50 reps or 30 to 50 reps body weight, and then you can probably start the cycle with some weight. Something like that's probably a good way to tackle a kind of like a body weight exercise. They are a bit of a different animal, as I hope I've explained in the initial bit. Your body weight, unfortunately, is an unnegotiable factor. You can use bands and you can use machines to change that factor. So you can go on a machine, you can lift 5% of your body weight in theory, or you can use a very heavy band and lift like 20% of your body in theory. The problem being it changes the exercise completely. If it was possible to do a bar path with chin up, the chin up you do with your body weight and the chin up you do with a band and the chin up you do with a machine are completely disparate things. And as such, the transfer between the lifts is pretty bad, to say the least. I hope that's answered your question. Give you some ideas from some different programs. In a nutshell, I wouldn't use the 4x6 progression because that's designed as an external load only program, and it works really neatly within that setting, as does any kind of like a 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 6. If you try to apply that program to a chin up, as I have done in the past, inevitably you're going to come unstuck. If it works, like you'll find programs work for squat and bench press that don't work for deadlift because they're eccentric, concentric movements. They are by nature twice the volume. So if you squat 200 for 6 reps and you deadlift 200 for 6 reps, the actual muscular work and the actual volume is actually much less than the deadlift. Because it's only concentric only, unless you control it down, in which case it's a different scenario. So like deadlift, squat and bench are different animals, and thus chin is also a different animal because you're saddled with your own body weight. Hope that makes sense. As always, comments, questions, please leave a comment like these gentlemen have done. Send me an email to speedpowerperformance@gmail.com. OnlineStrengthCoach.com will be going up at some stage. Haven't got around to it yet. It might not be till next month, to be honest. We just started with the first week of preseason just started, as I mentioned, on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I just had my first kind of full-ish day, and I'm absolutely fucked. And tomorrow is going to be a step above that. I will keep this going for definite, but you might be waiting until like August time before I actually get some time to put together a website. We'll see how we go. I will aim to get it up soon. If you have any questions about the website, any things you'd like to see on it, any kind of services you'd like to see me offer, anything you think there's a gap in the market or you think I could provide a service for, please do send me an email with some ideas. Always open to suggestion. Until next time, enjoy your weekend. And this is Marc of YourOnlineStrengthCoach.com signing out.